Overall thoughts, 48 hours later, 83 points. You give up is too much for any team. You start there. And obviously, they're a good team, best in the East. They're going to attack, they're going to make adjustments. Didn't make a ton of adjustments defensively because we didn't shoot it well. We got wide open shots for two of our best shooters, Sonia, Piff, and didn't hit them. I take those shots from those players again. I think in 2 for 10, Piff, it was Sonia, 4 for 11. But I'll take those shots. I thought 8 of Piff's were really good shots, and I thought 9 of Sonia's 11 were really good. But the bottom line is they got the good looks, and they got to the free throw line 25 times. We only got there 20. And it's just not enough to not get stops consistently because you don't give yourself an opportunity to run transition. You know, we're a decent transition team. We had plus 30 points in transition there. But if they're scoring at a rapid clip, you don't get those stops. You don't gain that extra second and a half in transition to get a wide open look. So we'll have to regroup tomorrow. Get ready to travel down to Indianapolis on Friday to play Saturday.
Does Piff trust herself yet after coming back from injury?
Yeah, I think she trusts herself. You know, she knows that the injury is the foot that was injured is better than the other foot because it has a screw in there. I think it's a matter of game timing and stamina. So you kind of notice we've got a little rotation. She gets 4.5 minutes, get her out. So that's just something you can try to mimic that. But I think she trusts that. But I think trust becomes a lot stronger when you hit a few shots. You know, and so the big thing to her is just make sure she understands the ones that are good quality shots. So she doesn't hesitate because a little bit of hesitation come in, you're out of rhythm, and you have no shot to get it back. So and I'm looking at the shot chart, and I'm not upset with some of the looks that we got, especially with not having the presence that we normally have down low. Can't complain about the looks we got. They did what I asked them to do offensively. Got to knock them down.
What's the biggest difference between Sunday's game against Connecticut and tonight's?
Well, I thought our hands were a lot more active. There, we chart deflections, and we came in at the half, and we had 7. You know, for the game in Connecticut, we had 28. I mean, that's high hands, whether you're in the man, whether you're in the zone. When you're trapping, you get a piece of it. When you're in rotation, and that, you know, takes the offense out of rhythm. You normally, when you have those active hands and deflections, that's normally 6 or 8 points a game. Because Pitt would deflect it, Sue to pick it up, and she'll get the layup. And so we didn't do a good job deflecting the basketball and getting those 6 to 8 points off of that.
What have you seen out of Carolyn Swords these last couple games?
C is solid. She's going to be in the right spot. She's going to set the correct screen. It's going to be solid. You know, there may be some physical limitations in terms of people she's matched up against, but that's any person. You know, I kind of get upset sometimes when, you know, people talk, well, you know, not as fast. You can make that comparison with any player. You know, Piff is not as tall as this one or fast as this one, but she kind of gets picked on there. I think she thinks quicker and faster than most, and that makes up for some of the lack of foot speed compared to an Olympian Tina Charles.
When do you expect Sylvia back?
She'll be back tomorrow. We don't have practice on the day off, but she'll be here tomorrow. We got a little team get together, and then we'll practice Thursday, and then Friday, and then travel to Indianapolis after that practice. So she'll be back.
Can you assess Vandersloot's performance?
Yes, I can.
I thought you might be able to.
8 for 12, 17 points, 6 assists, 3 turnovers. How many? I don't even have to look. I can feel Sloots. I don't feel like she turned it over. Oh, she had 3. I remember 3. She's playing at the correct pace. Sometimes the pace has to be fast. Sometimes it has to be quick side to side. And she's starting to understand that. And on top of that, she's starting to understand how her pace affects other people. You know, she had 11 assists the last time we played. She had 6 today. She's holding on to the ball a little bit longer. We talked to her a lot about, you know, I call it probing the paint. When you dribble and nothing's there, you don't have to pick it up. Just dribble and probe the paint. And I'm sure a lot of clips of Steve Nash and Darren Williams, players that are at that level. I said, it feels funny, I said, but it's effective because you have the ball 2 feet from the basket. No one knows what to do. You have so much control. So, and you can see the last 4 games, she feels comfortable with that. And it keeps the defense on its heels. But I think the biggest thing is her mindset has been more aggressive. She's coming off the screen, turning the corner, you know. Doesn't matter that it was Tina Charles. She got to the free throw line. Didn't matter. She's using her quickness to get under and around some of those players. And she's going to continue to get better and stronger in that, I think.
If you guys can hold on and get this 4th playoff slot and face Connecticut in the postseason, you like that matchup?
I like any matchup that says postseason. I play the Bulls if I can get the postseason. Take it all. You know, I know that's the questions you should ask and you have to ask. And I appreciate that. But, you know, players, coaches at every level, they always talk about just get there and anything can happen. It's timing, it's momentum, it's who's playing well, it's confidence. It's a short series. You can focus in. You're probably the most rested because you have the most adrenaline. You're familiar with all the opponents, so the prep is different. So, yeah, I would like any matchup that says playoffs.